Hello, family. I came to you with this video, um, and what I'd like to talk about is primarily to our young men. Um, I've been watching a lot of the camp videos about um, spreading the word to our young women, and I know that you young men have a little bit of a hard time connecting with uh, women of color, primarily African American young women. And I'd like to direct this primarily to the young men. Now, I know it's very hard to get a good, well adjusted young black woman, and it shouldn't be. You have to remember we are destroyed as a people, first of all. So, what you're dealing with are young women who are looking at the statistics of the young men. Okay, we know that a lot of our young men are incarcerated or have police records, which limits their abilities of making a living. It's not necessarily true for all of our young men, but a lot of them it is true for. So that shouldn't, it doesn't really matter. It's just your approach to a young woman is very important. Here's what I want you to really know. Number one, when we raise daughters, speaking from my own experience, I am just a layperson. We raise them to be self-sufficient. Okay, that's not a bad thing. A lot of mothers tell their daughters it's going to be very hard to get a man, so you have to be self-sufficient and you have to be able to take care of yourself. Unfortunately, that's not a good thing, but it's reality. I remember telling my daughter before she came of age to prepare to take care of herself. These are self-survival techniques that we teach our girls, and we tend to spoil our boys because we know that they are going to be up against hell as young men. So when we're single mothers, we tend to shelter our boys because it's a very perilous world for our boys, and we tend to tell our girls to be strong and be willing to take care of yourself. That's why you have so many black women, young black women, that are either not open to looking at our young men or they're skeptical. But they do want black men. As a matter of fact, everybody wants a black man. You are in demand as far as the dating scene goes. You are definitely in demand. Give me that lipstick out of that purse. So you're a prize. Every nation of women wants a black man. So you are a prize. But I want you to remember that on securing a good black woman, she's a prize too. Okay? You know that. You know that. And your ego may have been hurt because of being turned down so many times by young black women. And we're not very easy to catch. We are not. But that's a good thing. And that's why you should show more patience and understanding when seeking out a mate, especially a black woman. So to you young men, I'd like to give you a little bit of advice. Number one, I know that men are very visual, and you always go for the finest, sometimes the light-skinned girl. Well, that's all wrong. Matter of fact, you should go for the beautiful darker girls because they probably have less attention and they're going to be more appreciative to any attention. And generally, you know, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. So if you can capture a nice darker woman, you've got yourself a gem if you can catch her. Now, here's the key. The key is persistence. If you go up to a young lady that is a potential excellent mate and you first approach her, she's not going to be responding anxiously. She's going to play a little hard to get. Why? Because she's probably got a lot of men hitting on her, and she's probably experienced a lot of guys that want to take her out for one drink and go to bed with her. That's not how you catch a black woman. Black women have a lot of pride, and they're very aware that some men are just wanting to bed her and leave her. So number one, if you can get her phone number, you need to be calling her within 24 hours. That's the first step. If she gives you her phone number, that is a big step. Okay, now, you need to call her within 24 hours. If you call her, don't try to set up a date. Find out who she is and what she's all about. Don't start talking about yourself. Talk about her. Find out if she's someone who's available. Find out if she's in the market for a boyfriend, or if she already has one. Find out if she's in school and be interested in what she wants to talk about. Talk about her. That first phone call, don't talk about yourself. Ask her, does she ever go out? What kind of things she likes to do. Don't try to hook up with her. And then tell her, maybe you'll call her back the weekend or during the next week. Now, on that second call, you might say something really kind to her. Don't try to swoop her into the bed, because that's going to turn her off immediately. She's already been warned against that. Okay? And the second thing is, when you first meet her and you spy on her, give her a big toothy smile and tell her, wow, you're beautiful. Just strike up a small conversation and tell her that she's beautiful, and tell her you have all respect for her, and that you're looking for a woman, but you want her to be black. You got to tell her. So on that second call, that's when you can start moving in. But I'm going to tell you, for the first 30 days, don't try to go to bed with her. That will turn her off so quick, she'll hang up on you. And if she doesn't hang up with you, and if she will go to bed with you quick, that's not the mate that you want anyway. So you want somebody who is very discerning and very slow moving, because she's going to want to check you out if she's worth her salt. But if you can capture a good woman who's black, you really have something, young man, because she understands your plight. And if she falls in love with you, she is going to back you up to the hilt. Okay? She's not going to claim you raped her. She ain't going to get you in no kind of trouble, and you're going to just have a happy life. I'm telling you. So you have to remember what she's up against as far as finding a man. So you have to move slow, be kind, be
Attentive.
Be attentive. I mean, you don't have to, be less than a strong man, but you do have to show a certain amount of chivalry. This is what she's looking for. Remember, she is in this culture. She doesn't have the same culture as white women. She has a different culture, and she knows she has to preserve herself very cautiously, because she's got a lot of competition, number one. She's going to wonder why you want to talk to her. She's going to wonder that. Why is he talking to me when all these white girls, as soon as a white girl come up, is he going to dump me? Is he going to try to have 5 other girls on the side? So you have to prove yourself worthy too. And you have to be very cautious, because the black young lady nowadays is up against a lot of competition with women who spread themselves across many men. And if you're looking for someone just to go to bed with, she is not going to be on for that normally. If she's a good woman, young or old, she's not going to be on for that. So you have to prove yourself worthy. Give it 30 days. Keep in contact with her. Show her that you are interested in her. Let her know she has no competition. Let her know that. Let her know. If you're out and some woman is eyeing you, while you're with her, if she can see that your attention is drawn away from her, she is not going to be receptive to that. She's going to want to walk. She doesn't want the competition. So if you see someone eyeing you, or you see another pretty woman while you're with her, you got to tell her, don't worry. Don't worry, babe. She's not your competition. So you got to let her know these things. That will give her confidence. It'll break her shield down. And but you've got to prove yourself worthy as well. So we as a people are destroyed anyway. So take heed. Understand what she's up against in this world. It ain't easy. So with that, I will say good luck. And I hope you find a nice woman to live the rest of your life with. And hit that subscribe button and hit the bell and make a comment. I want to know what you're thinking. All right? Peace.